All right. So we had a little mishap there. Hopefully we're back on board now. The camera just decided it didn't want to work anymore, so I'll go back and read what happened here in the bottom of the second off of the score sheet here, so I can keep you guys informed as to where we're at. So, start the second inning, it was still 2-0. We got a runner on first and second. So, Doctor walked, and then Hunter Geary singled on a ground ball to the left fielder. And that brings up Henry Schrum, who's going to bunt. He's going to get the runner at third base. First baseman's done that twice tonight. Extremely tough plays, coming all the way down the line, then planting and throwing to third base. That puts us to 1 out in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up Sam Oshak for his second at bat of the game. Grounded out his first at bat. Again, another hard hit ground ball. Curveball outside, 1-1. Batter calls timeout. Doesn't like the amount of time the pitcher's standing there staring at him. Felt a little uncomfortable, so he thought he'd take a timeout. Curveball, fouled out of play down the third base side. Strike number 2. Ball high and outside. Evens count at 2-2. See if pitcher gives him anything to hit here. If he tries to, puts it right in, out to left field. It's going to drop in front of the left fielder. And then he is out. Good relay from Ecker into the catcher, and just got him for the second out.
Next up is Wyatt Kozadowski.
So, still runners on. So, good base hit by Oshak. Geary thrown out. Running home. Two down. That brings up Wyatt Kozadowski. Wyatt is 1-1 today. Takes strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing on this. Strike 2. Wyatt drives one out to center field. Center fielder has to come in, makes a good play for out number 3. So with
After the bottom
2
of the
hits.
second, the score is Dickinson Rough Riders 0, Fargo Post 2. There were 0 runs on 2 hits.
2 hits, no runs, no errors. 2 left on base. Post 2 leads Dickinson 2-0 going into the top of the 3rd inning. All right, here we go for the top of the 3rd inning. Leading off for Dickinson will be Will Easom. And again, for those of you just joining us, Post 2 is up 2-0 going into the top of the 3rd. Ben Sheets is pitching. Given up a couple hits, but Dickinson hasn't really threatened since the 1st when they had a guy on 3rd. Ball 1. Easom's first time up to the plate today. Well, in this game anyway. Ground ball over to Nelson at 3rd base. Play over to DeYoung for out number 1.
Next at bat is the 2nd baseman, Camden Kubas.
We'll bring up Camden Kubas. Playing 2nd base for his first at bat, and then that'll bring us to the top of the order. Strike 1. Strike 2. Curveball. Strike 3. Wasn't quite sure what the umpire was going to call there. He took a little bit of time to call that one, but that'll bring up the leadoff. Leadoff hitter, Jack Price. Got a hit in the 1st inning to lead off the game. Takes ball 1. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down. Timeout taken by the batter. Ball a little bit outside. Fly ball out to right center. And Hunter Geary comes in, makes the catch for out number 3. And with no hits, no runs, no runners left on base, no errors. Post 2, leading 2-0 going into the bottom of the 3rd.
At the end of the top of the 3rd.
Alright, so here we go to start the bottom of the 3rd. It will be Nelson, DeYoung, Hilmert. Nelson again put the bat on the ball today. Just hasn't had one find its way through. Looking to change that right now. Comes out swinging right away. Fouls one back. No balls, 1 strike. Ball 1. Ball outside. 2-1. Fouled off. 2-2. Ball 3. Full count. Right back at the pitcher. Oh. Hit hard back to the pitcher. Pitcher made a good play, and first baseman just dropped the ball. Otherwise, I think he would have had him. They're gonna give that an error. So Caden reaches on an error. Hard hit ball right back at the pitcher.
Jonah DeYoung.
That'll bring up Jonah DeYoung. who's 1 for 1. Had an RBI double in the first inning. Takes a good hack at it, fouls it out. Out of play. Strike 1. Strike 2, swing and a miss. Battling up there, DeYoung fouls off another one. Out to the right side. 0-2. Start to see the sun starting to go down. Pick off attempt. Doesn't have a very big lead over there, but enough to remember how he got a pretty good jump in the first inning, so better check on him. Ball outside. So counts 1-2. Ball outside. That was pretty close. Last game that might have been called a strike today, or this game it's been a little bit less forgiving for the pitchers in the outside corner. Young stays with it. And he's going to reach on an error to the third baseman. So 2 balls hard hit in play, and Dickinson hasn't been able to come up with the handle on either one of them, and that puts a runner on first and second. No outs. Brings up Brander Hilmert, who is 1 for 1 today. With an RBI. And he puts one into right field, right center, and that's going to drop. And they're going to hold up the runners. So Hilmert again getting another single, and that will load the bases. And bring up Caleb Brigham, second baseman. So bases loaded, no outs. Brigham had an RBI in the first inning of game 1. Last time up to the plate, a ground ball. He takes ball 1. Post 2 threatening to have a big bottom of the third inning here. Brigham swings through the ball. 1-1. Time called. Meeting between pitcher and second baseman. It's not your normal mound visit, but must have saw something. Brigham holds on the curveball, tries to pull the trigger, and fouls it off. Counts 1-2. Brigham ducks out of the way. 2-2. Brigham swings and misses for out number 1. That'll bring up Grayson Doctor.
Next to bat, is Grayson Doctor.
First time up in the first inning. Grayson reached on a walk. Takes ball one outside. Ball two. So first two runners on third and second both reached on errors, and Hilmert reached on a single. And that leads us to where we're at right now. And Doctor takes a hit by pitch and gets himself a free base and gets post two another run.
Next up to bat is Hunter Geary.
And that will bring up Hunter Geary from a meeting at the mound. See if we'll see a pitching change here, or if they're just going to try and calm him down and see if they can't get two more outs and let the pitcher warm up in the bullpen. Just a quick visit. Try and calm down the pitcher. More times than not, calm down the pitcher and he throws a strike on the next pitch. See if that stays the norm. Well, we've got one run this inning. A reach on a couple errors, a single, and a hit by a pitch. One out. Ball outside. Ball low. 0-2. Or 2-0, excuse me, not 0-2, 2-0. Fly ball in between. No, it's kind of a tweener and it drops. So Gary gets a pop fly hit. Kind of went right in between the triangle there between right field, center, and shortstop, and picks himself up an RBI, and post two goes up 4-0. That'll bring up catcher Henry Schrum. He's 0 for 1 today. So DeYoung scored. Hilmert on third, reached on a single. Grayson Doctor on second, reached on a hit by pitch, and Schrum hits one through, and that's going to score 2 runs possibly. Ooh, Doctor kind of came up hobbled there. Kind of stepped funny on the ankle there, but good effort. That'll bring up Oshak again, but Schrum's single there leads to 2 runs, picks up 2 RBIs, and all of a sudden Fargo is up 6-0, and that's going to lead to a pitcher change. So Soblik exits the game with giving up 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 1 base on ball, and 2 strikeouts. Through 67 pitches for 41 strikes. And we will get a new pitcher and take a break while he's warming up. All right, so new pitcher is Huglin. And he inherits runners on second and first. 1 out. That'll bring up Sam Oshak. 1 for 2 today. Oshak takes a cut on the first one, fouls it back. Two runners on base. Geary singled, and Shrum singled. Oshak, hard hit to the second baseman. Second baseman knocks it down for a double play to end the inning, but damage is done. Fargo Post 2. 4 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on base, or 1 left on base. They go into the top of the 4 with a 6-run lead over Dickinson. All right. Here we go. Top of the 4th. And first pitch. Fly ball down the left field line. Kosadowski makes the catch off camera, but he had to go a long ways. That one might have bounced foul if it landed, but Kosadowski putting in a good effort and making the catch, leading to out number 1. I was just going to say, we're getting the 2-3-4 hitter for Dickinson. Now we'll get the 3-4. Ball 1. Hard hit, lined right at Kosadowski. Had to take about 4 steps to his left to make that catch for out number 2.
Next up, Brady Hecker.
And that'll bring up Brady Hecker. Hecker is 1 for 1 today. And Hunter makes a great effort to make the catch. Just out of reach. Did a good job. And that'll be a base hit for Hecker. So 2 for 2. Geary had a heck of an effort there. Just kind of rolled out of his glove as he was coming forward. So we got a runner on first after the single by Hecker. That'll bring up Danbaum, first baseman. Pickoff attempt. Another pickoff attempt. And time called by the batter here. Ball low. 1-0 count. Ball outside. 2-0. Ooh, took a heck of a bounce there. Caden was on it. Pretty sure I'm gonna call that an error, but I don't know. That's a tough bounce there, but nonetheless, probably an error, and that'll put a runner on second base. And we'll get a pinch hitter here for Wolf. Easton Euglin, he came in to pitch, so he will hit. He'll bat in his spot.
Batter is Easton Euglin.
So we got a runner on first and second. 2 down. Take strike 1. Pickoff attempt out to second base. Curveball for strike 2. Counts 0-2. Looks like we got a balk. That will advance the runners. Foul ball down the first base line. Count remains 0-2. The wind has seemed to calm down here as the sun goes down. Weather's still nice though. Ball outside. And strike 3. That'll bring us to the bottom of the 4th. So 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on, no runs. Fargo leads 6-0 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. All right, here we go for the bottom of the fourth inning. Leading off is Wyatt Kosadowski. Wyatt is 1 for 2 in the second game tonight here. Swing and a miss. Counts 1-1. This ball too low. 2-1. Fouls off the inside pitch. Full count, 3-2. Pop fly. Second baseman's coming over to make the catch. Oops, sorry, I forgot to change the camera there, but second baseman came over and made the catch. And that is the first out, and that will bring up Caden Nelson.
Next up to bat is Caden Nelson.
Caden is grounded out and reached on an error in this game. Again, he hit the ball pretty hard. I don't know if I would have called his reach on an error, but I'm not the official scorer. And he takes a hit by a pitch.
Next up to bat is Jonah
That will bring up Jonah DeYoung. Jonah DeYoung has scored twice. He's got 1 for 2, had an RBI double. Inside. That's going to give Caden a chance to move on to second. Oh, pass ball. Allows Nelson to get to second base. Count is 1-0. Ooh, just foul. Just missed the bag. Turn on that one. Counts 1-1.
Oh, you're right.
He crushed that one. Probably landed in the river, but it was foul. 1 for 2. Ball low, 2-2. Ooh, looked outside to me, but called strike 3.
Next up to bat,
2 outs, and I'll bring up Brander Hilmert. Brander is 2 for 2 today with in this game, an RBI and a run. Ball 1. 2 outs, runner on second. Ball outside. Oh, 3-0. And he takes a walk. So that'll bring up Caleb Brigham, second baseman. We got a runner on first and second. Brigham, fly ball. He's going to hit a gap. He's going to roll all the way to the fence. Brigham gets a 2 RBI double. 2 out, 2 RBI double by Brigham. And that will bring up number 4, Landon Hale. First time up to the plate. It looks like he comes in to hit for Grayson. And Landon Hale takes one pitch and gets hit. So 1 pitch. Takes a hit by pitch. And that's going to lead to a mound visit. So with this mound visit, we are in the bottom of the 4th. Scores 8-0 Fargo Post 2. 2 down. Runners on first and second. And again, that was just a calm down mound visit. That's going to bring up Hunter Geary, who's 2 for 2 in this game with an RBI.
Hunter Geary.
Ball out. 2-0. Hunter hits one high, foul deep to left center, about the exact same spot that Brigham put his. And we're going to have another 2-run double. Hunter Geary gets a 2-run double. That'll extend it to a 10-0 lead. Oh, Geary gets his 3rd hit of the night.
Next up to bat.
Sorry, 9-0.
Henry Schrum.
No, it's 10-0. So two 2-run doubles with 2 outs in this inning. It's going to bring up Schrum. Got a single on the last plate appearance. Two and 0. High fly ball out to center field. Center fielder under it and makes the catch. Oh, but damage. 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th on 3 hits, no errors. And the score 10-0. Post 2 over Dickinson. All right, here we go. Top of the 5th. So Medina Malachi, the catcher, will lead off for Dickinson. Strike 1. Ball outside. Strike 2. Nelson, good scoop by Jonah at first for out number 1.
The next batter is Will Eason.
That will bring up Eason, 0 for 1. Take strike 1 in the outside corner. Ball. And a hit and a nice sliding catch by Oshak out in left field for out number 2. Oshak got a good jump on that ball, made a nice catch. That'll bring up number 12, Kubis. He's 0 for 1 today. Strike one. Ball high. Strike two. 1 and 2. And strike 3 to end the ball game. So that is the end of the game. Fargo Post 2, 10. Dickinson 0. Ben Sheets finished the game with 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 56 pitches, 39 of them strikes, and a host of hits for Fargo Post 2. And that will bring a conclusion to tonight's doubleheader. Fargo won game 1, 5-1, and game 2, 10-0.